Hello, welcome back to my channel. Welcome back. This is it. Now I'm even more worried than I was before. I don't remember why we were so worried. Very well. The court acknowledges the change in the jury's stance. Counsel for the defense, please continue. Okay, we're doing cross-examinations. Oh yeah, okay. Okay, let's go ahead and press this one right off the bat. He stabbed him, you say, and you were sitting up on the roof deck, were you? Yes, that's right. I was up on the roof seats. I remember seeing the little gent sitting next to the fellow that was stabbed. His hat's so cute. I've been thinking about a new hat design, you see, so I was just gazing absent-mindedly around. But then I happened to look down through the skylight. It was sticking right out from his belly, that huge great knife. A grim sight indeed. That didn't help. Okay. Oh, is this making it worse, actually? The jury look like they're even more convinced my client did it than they were before. That appears to have made everyone even more dubious that Mr. McGilded is telling the truth. If only we had some evidence to counter their suspicions. Mr. First. Are you thirsty? Is this the knife you saw? Oh, that's a pretty knife, though. Is that... Yes, counsel. This is the blade that was driven into the victim's belly like a stake through the heart. You'd know a lot about that, wouldn't you?
I know what you are. Say it. Out loud. Say it.
That's a blade of considerable size, counsel. Furthermore, the scabbard is emblazoned prominently with a certain initial. The letter M. M for your mom. Please. Yeah. M for Magnus, or McGilded, possibly? Take your pick. It seems this particular big name in London made a magnificent mistake. It's M for magnificent mistake, so there you go. Yeah. But there are M's everywhere. Like, yeah, like in Mason.
Objection.
Oh, that's what he sounds like? This blade is far too extravagant for a poor brickmaker to have owned. No, this weapon of murder almost certainly belongs to the accused. I'm very confident about that. Not conclusive, but certainly compelling, counsel. Okay, so we get... my lord, if you'll forgive the interruption. Juror number 2. Go on. Mr. McGilded is a pillar of society and a gentleman's word should be sacrosanct. However, those of us in service know we must accept hard truths. She's already giving her verdict. Dispose of the rubbish. Wow. Well, we're fucked. I don't wish to cause offense, but I do like to eradicate all traces of filth and crime. Okay, I've painstakingly typed every word uttered here today and cross-referenced all the facts. As such, I'm now in position to draw the only logical conclusion. Wait, if she's a scribe, how could she be part of the jury, too? Oh my god. Oh, we only have one more vote. Are we gonna lose? Oh, 2 more votes. That's 4 out of 6 jury members who have proposed a guilty verdict. Isn't that it? Are we done? We lost it? Every time I press these witnesses for more information, I just make the situation worse. Nevertheless, what we need more than anything at the moment is more information. We're still very much in the dark. I suppose I'll just have to keep pressing. Yeah. Like... But, alright, I'll keep trying. I can't give up. For Kazuma. I just need to keep calm and listen to the witnesses' statements again. We just have to press this one now too, right? That's the only one left. As soon as I heard the scream, I stopped my bus, and then I saw it too. What did you see? Oh shoot, I forgot to press it. Okay. Let's breeze through this. Let's go to the last one and press the last one. This one. Okay. Press. Hold it. What exactly did you see? Well, sir, that would be the passenger, sir. Yes, collapsed on the floor he was. And by the passenger, obviously you're referring to the victim, Mr. Mason, the brickmaker. And the other passenger had that knife in his hand, like this. That's suspicious. If you stopped the bus and then because you heard a scream, it should have already been stabbed. By the other passenger, obviously you're referring to the accused, Mr. Magnus McGilded. And then he plunged it down like this, stabbing the other passenger in the belly. What? Yeah, there's no way. That's totally it. Oh. Yes, Mario? Yes, juror number 5. Do I take it that you too? As the master of the London Guild of Coachmen, the idea of a murder being committed in one of the city's carriages is utterly abhorrent to me. It wouldn't be right to make a decision before hearing all the facts, though, I said to myself. But I've heard enough now. The horse has bolted, as they say. No, wait. Gee up now, Silver Blaze. The finish is in sight. Okay, well, I guess that's it, right? Good game. Beppo is a long-standing member of the guild, and I trust what the man says. Oh, thank you, sir. You're too kind. This is too unkind. Which now means that 5 jurors agree to condemn this man. Oh, it's just the little old lady. Madam Juror number 6. Yes, dear, what can I do for you? I'm just knitting my little scarf over here. You have heard the testimonies of the witnesses in this stand. Oh yes, I certainly have. Still got my hearing, you know. Okay. Then, pray tell, why are you yet to pronounce your leaning? Well, dear, the thing is, I'm a creature of habit. I always go to the park at around this time of day, and sit on a nice bench and get on with my knitting. Okay. There's a lovely little park just near where I live. McGilded Park, it's called. McGilded Park? The gentleman donated it to the city, you know, to put a smile on Londoners' faces, he said. I can't imagine such a fine young gentleman would have it in him to take another man's life. Yeah. Yeah, why would he stab someone? Who brought kids in here? How many Londoners live with their heads in the clouds? Do you people not know? What kind of a man Magnus McGilded really is? What kind of a man is he? The philanthropist, Magnus McGilded, has enough wealth to purchase the entire city he claims to value so highly. But where did all that wealth come from? Your client is a Shylock, sir, and one with the very darkest of souls. What about you? What? Stone the crows! McGilded lends money at extortionate rates of interest, so his victims have no hope of repaying him. When they default, he takes possession of everything they own. He's a vulture that preys on the weak. Oh no. I've never heard any mention of that before. Your faculties haven't deserted you, I'm sure, madam. So, has this thought not crossed your mind? Would a man wealthy enough to buy London in its entirety not have a carriage of his own? Wait. What's the point you're trying to make here? What possible reason could this man have had to make use of a public omnibus service? Oh, I see. The victim, a poor brickmaker, had next to nothing to his name save considerable financial liability. It will come as no surprise that his creditor was the accused, Magnus McGilded. Oh, this doesn't look good. But let it also be known that the very day Mr. Mason was killed, the final repayment date for his debts. Oh, whoops. This doesn't look good. The brickmaker was destitute. He had lost his house. He had not a shilling with which to repay his debts. And in the end, this pitiful soul had the very last thing he owned taken from him. His life. Dun dun dun! By the merciless philanthropist pretender Magnus McGilded. I don't believe it. Oh! If I might add something, Mrs. Sato. You claim that the victim had been lent money by Mr. McGilded, but where's the evidence to support your claim? Yeah, show me the receipts! Pray forgive the discourtesy of filling my hallowed chalice in a court of law. What? There it is. His hallowed chalice. What? But I find myself in unexpectedly good humor. I had heard ladies from the Far East could show great courage, but I didn't expect to experience it myself. As judicial assistant to the defense, I'm simply doing my job. What a pity that your display of courage is in vain. This is the debtor's ledger, which details all monies loaned by the accused. You will find the victim's name clearly recorded inside. Oh. Whoops. Allow me to present this ledger as evidence. And pray forgive the discourtesy of raising my chalice in a toast to the enigmatic East at the same time. Wow, well, case closed, I guess. A marvelous toast. I will gladly accept this new evidence. 20 guineas. Okay. Ah, yes, 20 guineas. The victim owed a considerable sum. I don't know how much a guinea is. Is that even real? And the accused made quite certain he had ample recompense. Don't do it. Don't do it. I've had the wool pulled over my eyes. Regrettably, madam, that is the modus operandi of the accused. And it's such a pretty little park, too. What a scoundrel. No, wait. Still. Maybe it's all for the best. Wait. Let's think about this a little more before... Oh, no. Wait, is that it? That was it. The last juror's decision. According to this encyclopedia of British law, when all members of the jury have concluded that the defendant is guilty, court proceedings are suspended and the presiding judge will deliver the final verdict and sentence. That's what it says here. Okay, okay. The final verdict. It's over. No, there's still time. Yeah. There's a footnote, though. A footnote. However, the defense... Oh. All 6 members of the jury are now in agreement in this case. Oh no, oh no. No, there's still time. Don't worry. Allow me to convey my respect for your swift and righteous decision. According to the laws of this country, I will now conclude the trial by delivering my final verdict. I trust there are no objections? Wait, no, I object. Mrs. Sato, just tell me one thing. You were in the middle of saying something before. The footnote in your Encyclopedia of British Law. However, the defense, what did it say next? Oh, yes, of course. Oh my god. When all members of the jury have concluded that the defendant is guilty, court proceedings are suspended and the presiding judge will deliver the final verdict and sentence. Then the footnote says, however, the defense has the right to demand a summation examination of the jurors at this point. Oh. Do it. Summation examination?
Objection.
Oh. From which century has that tome you have there been resurrected? Okay. Judging from the binding, I would say that book is at least 50 years old. Whoa. Any modern text on British law wouldn't even give such an antiquated procedure a mention. It's a relic, long forgotten, and certainly no longer practiced. So, you're out of luck. That's rude. Yeah, rude. What even is it, Mrs. Sato? The so-called summation examination. It's like an examination of the jury? You would demand the right to a procedure before you even understand what it entails? Typical Nipponese. That's rude. Alright, Mr. Naruhodo, I think I understand. It seems that under this procedure, we would be able to appeal to the members of the jury. To do what? Appeal to them to change their leaning and reverse their decisions. And it says here that if successful, the proceedings of the trial must be resumed. Make them reverse their decisions. Yeah, we can do it. Yes, in times gone by, barristers would use a summation examination to attempt to influence the jury's decision. But that procedure became something of a formality with no practical benefit really, so it rather fell out of use. I wonder why. Because it was devoid of purpose. Changing just one member of the jury's mind would be hard enough, let alone several. Yeah, we have to change all of them. No self-respecting defense barrister would even assert his right to try in this day and age. Still, it's a chance. I don't see any mention of the procedure actually being formally revoked. What are you suggesting? That we do it! I'm suggesting that although it may be antiquated and largely forgotten, it isn't yet extinct. What do you think? Yeah, we gotta do it. A summation examination, our last possible option. Do we assert our right to carry it out or admit defeat? Assert our right. It's weird how it even gave us the option. Like, forget it, and then game over.
Objection.
Okay. London is the capital city of the most powerful nation on earth. It's very presumptuous. We have a duty to the world to exemplify the very highest standards of judicial procedure. Summation examinations are an embarrassment that should remain buried. Yeah, that's regardless. Irrelevant. But if it's our right, it's our right. I believe it could prove vital in this trial. Let's just do it. The defense's petition is perfectly valid. The court will proceed with a summation examination. This is madness. Foreman, are you and the remainder of the jury ready? Yeah, let's do it. All these jurors, they got things to hide, I know it. All members of the jury will be asked to explain on what grounds they have reached their decision. On what grounds? You must all justify your decisions and explain why you believe the defendant to be guilty. Well, my lord, you're rather putting us on the spot. This is most irregular. No mention was made of this before. I don't really hold with all this justifying lark. You're in a justice court. That seems to have thrown the jurors off. It seems none of them have experienced this before. Alright then. The summation examination. A defense procedure no practicing lawyer has attempted for years, is it? Well, just maybe. It might be the opportunity we've been looking for to turn this trial around. Yeah, we got this. So be it then. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, the court hereby calls upon you to state the grounds on which you'd find the defendant Magnus McGilden guilty of this most serious crime. Okay. Judicial findings. Oh. There was no one else inside the carriage at the time, so it has to have been him. I trust the driver. He has an excellent memory, it seems. 4 passengers, with fares totaling 20 pence. He stuck the chap next to him, just like this. Brazen, I must say. Absolutely brazen. I've simply typed and collated all the statements made thus far and drawn the logical conclusion. You can trust the guild. Fair fares is our motto. We haven't raised prices above 4 pence for years. 4 pence. Wait, but the whole thing costed 20, right? That means everyone paid 5. Oh, wait, something's fishy. The scoundrel stabbing that poor man on the floor. It beggars belief. Okay. Starting to wish I hadn't pushed for this now. No, we got this. Stop being a little bitch. Some of the jurors don't seem to have wonderfully formed arguments though, do they? Yeah. Well, let's see what we can do. We need to get these 6 people to change their minds. I'll have to throw everything I can at them and use some very persuasive language. Just a moment. Wait. Hold it. According to my book, that's not quite how it works. Okay. I thought I was gonna have to thaw their icy minds with some heartwarming rhetoric about the defendant. Unfortunately, once the jurors have decided the defendant is guilty, they're unlikely to heed anything the defense says. Okay. They've reached their conclusions by their own reasoning, you see. Your pleas will sound like excuses. In fact, it could recoil on you. The more you try to persuade them, the more entrenched they may become. Then, yeah, what are we supposed to do? Just citing what I've read about British law. Right, I'm sorry. Do you have any idea how to make this work then? Okay. Well, from what I can understand, the key to this procedure is using the jurors' own words to make your arguments. Well, the 6 members of the jury are randomly selected members of the public. They may appear to present a united front, but the truth is, they are complete strangers who just happen to find themselves here in the courtroom together. And that's a way to break them down, you mean? Yes, exactly. Okay. I had to go blow my nose. My nose is really stuffy today. Okay. We must listen very carefully to what each member of the jury says, and see if we can identify any contradictory statements. If we can, we then contrast the statements and pit the corresponding jurors against each other. Yeah, okay. That was pretty self-explanatory, but thank you for the explanation. So it's contradictions in what 2 or more jurors say that we're looking for. In a way, then, this is similar to a regular cross-examination. Yeah. Find contradictions in their statements and pit the jurors against one another to break them down. I think I already found one. Alright, I might be able to pull this off. No, that's not right. I have to pull this off. Can we start the proceedings? I need to go potty, okay? I have places to be. I would ask you to take the stand for this. I'm expecting a clear and concise rebuttal. Yes, my lord. Oh. Jury examination. The defense's rebuttal. Okay. Okay. Ooh, okay, so access pit. Okay, yeah. So 4 passengers at 20 pence. That means that each person paid 5. But didn't he say that it doesn't cost more than 4? Let's see. Right? Fair prices. Yeah, okay. We're gonna pit this one against this one. Let's double check. Okay, I trust the passenger. 4 passengers with fares totaling 20 pence. Fair is fair. We haven't raised prices above 4 pence. Pit. Let's go. Those two statements clearly contradict each other. They do? Explain yourself, counsel. Me? Oh dear, what have I said? I swear on Silver Blaze's maiden name, I haven't the first idea what you're talking about. According to the group testimony we've heard so far, there were 4 passengers on the omnibus on the night in question, and according to the coachman Mr. Beppo, he took 20 pence in fares. Quite right, I have those precise details typed neatly here in front of me. And juror number 5 also told us the following. The fare for the omnibus is always 4 pence. That it is. A fair and convenient single price, just the way London's carriages should be operated. But that doesn't add up at all. In fact, it leaves a glaring discrepancy in the facts. Does that mean there's another person that we haven't mentioned? 4 passengers, paying 4 pence each. If you do the multiplication, it would be 16 pence. Exactly. As I said, it doesn't add up. Literally. By 4 pence, in fact. Or precisely, 1 person's fare. 1 person's fare? Yes, in other words, on the omnibus that night. It's distinctly possible there was another passenger we've heard nothing about. Wow, 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 wow. This can't be right. The coachmen of the guild are good, honest men, one and all. Trustworthiness is our watchword. The figures your coachman claims most certainly do not add up. Your watchword, good sir, is a fallacy. Oh god, are we gonna witness a fight? Let's go. Mr. Guildmaster, I think you ought to consider that if this trial were to end now, the news will surely spread all over London. The news that one of your coachmen tried to hide the fact that he lets nefarious characters ride his omnibus. Shots fired. Alright then, how do I make it so this miserable trial doesn't end? Set the building on fire. Well, according to my book here, you simply launch a ball of fire onto the innocent side of the set of scales. There we go, let's go. It's that easy. We were all in agreement. Why do you have to go and... Wait, what? Wait a minute. Was this pre-planned? Did juror number 1 want everyone on the same page before the trial? Begging your pardon, sir, I'm going to do the same. Yes! We got 2 out of 5. Let's go. 6. I can't count. For the love of Mike, not you as well. A penny can be the difference between a smile and a tear, after all. What? I certainly can't put my trust in someone who doesn't follow my exacting standards in financial matters. Oh, really? I, for one, think it's only proper that we hear from the witnesses again. Yes! Oh, she's so cute! If we can manage to change 2 more jurors' minds, we can force the trial to continue. Let's go! 2 more, actually. There's something else that's bothering me about a couple of their assertions. then that's where you must strike next. So I need to pit 2 more jurors against each other and show there's another contradiction in their assertions. We'll do that in the next episode. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys.